This offseason has been a time of change for the Buffalo Bills. We've seen several notable players land with other teams in free agency, and we've seen some new faces walk through the door at One Bills Drive. However, General Manager Brandon Beane hasn't yet closed the door on a familiar face and a veteran in Micah Hyde potentially returning to the Buffalo Bills, and it's been long thought that Hyde was going to retire this offseason. But maybe, just maybe, that's not the case. Welcome back to the Bills Bunker. I'm Jake Varco, and today I'm here to talk about Micah Hyde and could he potentially return to the Buffalo Bills. He's someone that Bills Mafia loves. He's one of my favorite players of all time. You see, he signed this helmet on the way into the stadium before a game one time, and he's been one of my favorite players ever since. And he's really someone that embodies what it means to be a Buffalo Bill, a true leader. We'll get into what he brings to the team in a bit, but before we do that, I'd like to take a moment to encourage you to subscribe to the channel. And if you haven't yet, check out other content right here on the Bills Bunker. I'm always grinding, working my best to get this content out to you in a timely manner. And go ahead, check out my last video when I graded the Buffalo Bills offseason thus far, and it was a good grade. So anybody that knows the Buffalo Bills knows that Micah Hyde has been an integral part of the Buffalo Bills defense over the last 7 years since he came over from the Green Bay Packers, and they also know that he's been suffering with some injuries. He's missed some significant time over the last 2 seasons. He's had a lot of neck injuries, those neck stingers. He's really been struggling to stay out there healthy on the field over the last few seasons, and at 33 years old, his body, it's obviously wearing down on him out there on a National Football League field. It's natural that happens. Pretty much every Bills fan expected Micah Hyde to retire this offseason, and myself included. But there's potential that he returns. And I say this because of what Brandon Beane said earlier today at the NFL's annual offseason meeting in Orlando. Here's what he said.
I don't think he's shut the door yet. I think it's still open, and we definitely wouldn't shut the door, to ever bringing a Micah Hyde back if he decides to play.
So obviously, he's not closing the door on Micah Hyde returning. I don't take that lightly from the general manager of the Buffalo Bills. And who knows? Micah Hyde, it's still a decision to be made by Micah Hyde. If he wants to play again next season and put his body on the line, that's completely up to him, and I would understand and respect if he went ahead and retired. He's been struggling to stay healthy over the last few seasons, but I feel as if he can still make an impact on this Bills team, especially when you look at the safety room. There's still some uncertainty despite the signing of Mike Edwards, Taylor Rapp being brought back, Damar Hamlin's still here, but after that, there's not very much promise. I myself would love if Micah Hyde were to return to the Buffalo Bills because I'm sure it would come at a cheap price. He's someone who's familiar with the scheme in Buffalo. He's familiar with the city. He's a fan favorite, obviously, and he can also be such a valuable mentor to some of the younger guys on the team. I think it would be great for the team just to bring him back and have him remain in the building in Buffalo. But like I said, that remains up to him if he wants to do that, or if he wants to sail off into the sunset and retire, call it a career, because he's had one heck of a career. So many memorable moments Micah Hyde has had with the Buffalo Bills, and even with the Green Bay Packers before making the move to Buffalo. So in my opinion, if Micah Hyde wants to return, I think the Buffalo Bills should certainly sign him. They have the money to do it. But I want to know in the comment section down below, what do you think? Should the Bills re-sign Micah Hyde if he wants to come back and play another season in the National Football League? Let me know your thoughts down below. And if you haven't yet, as I mentioned earlier, I'm grinding, working my hardest to get this content out to you in a timely manner. Give this video a thumbs up, smash that like button, and hit subscribe. I really appreciate it. You the viewers, are the ones that make this channel possible. I appreciate all the support I get from you. I truly do. I'm trying to make this thing the best I can. So stay tuned for more content coming your way. Thank you for watching. I'm Jake Varco. Go Bills.